Once upon a time, I was running and stumbling across the old railway close to the big markets. I ran so fast I could no longer feel my legs touching the ground. For my eyes had seen and had patiently waited for this tragedy in this very day. My heart could never stop pounding, I presumed. Looking back as I ran, was a large crowd running behind me and taking every turn I took. I was frightened by their appearance, so I took a quick break to find out why they were all running after me. They asked me why I was running as they got closer to me. They got to where I was, panting heavily like a lion chasing its prey. I was dumbfounded, still trying to catch my breath, not knowing how to start explaining the story of a girl who was heartbroken and had fallen from her dignity, which my friend and I had a bet on. All eyes furiously gazed at me, desperately waiting for an answer which I must say, because I could get beaten up if I say the truth. It might look like a scam just to make a jest of them. So I began to explain, muttering in my statements. A beautiful girl has fallen from the mountain top and died at the spot, I exclaimed. They all walked away, laughing and smiling to one another, thinking that they've made a jest of themselves by running after a madman. They concluded, knowing fully well that there is no mountain within and around nearby villages. I knew God had saved me that very day, for my life would have been like a vapor. Oh, that very day. I got home very late on that fateful day, so I couldn't visit my friend to inform him of the tragic news that had happened. And it was almost time for midnight story, so I volunteered to be the storyteller of today's midnight story, narrating this true life story that had recently happened. Once upon a time, I began, there was a very humble and respectful woman who was favored by God and man. This woman's beauty is the beauty of God himself. Her face shines in the day, and her eyes sparkles in the night, and her body covers with good fragrance. She was greatly jealous in her neighborhood because of her rare beauty and gullible attitude. This later on poses a great threat to her liberty she once enjoyed. How would she recover her liberty in this endless tunnel of regret she is trapped in? I kept quiet for a moment, seeing every eyes gazing at me, eager to know what had happened. So I continued the story. Her name was Diana. Her birth brought light and joy upon her family. At the very hour of her birth, a strange phenomenon happened. A heavy wind in a storm and a sudden darkness creeping in upon the surface of the earth as the moon sits in front of the sun, causing an eclipse that lasts for the hour of her birth. Those who knew